Quality is not the variable, relevance is, and the curve does not wait for you to see it coming. What the AI disruption curve actually is. The AI disruption curve is a mathematical relationship on two fundamental axes: business viability, revenue, margin, market share, and relevance on the vertical axis, and time on the horizontal. The first zone is the lagging edge, a long, deceptively flat plateau where business as usual appears to be working, where current success is mistaken for future security, where the leaders sitting on it are often the most respected operators in their markets. This is precisely what makes the plateau so dangerous. Nothing feels wrong yet. The threat does not arrive as a competitor you can benchmark against. It arrives as a structural change to what your customers need and what they're willing to pay and how quickly they expect it to be delivered. The second zone is the steep descent. The curve tips in an inflection point that's impossible to see until it's been crossed. Clients leaving first in a trickle, then a flood. Margins eroding. Resources consumed faster than they can be mobilized. The steep descent is nearly impossible to escape once entered. Not because recovery is theoretically impossible, but because the resources required to fund reinvention are the same resources the descent is consuming. The third zone is the new baseline, where survivors and AI native entrants compete under economic rules that look nothing like the ones incumbents were built to win by. The cruel geometry of this curve is this: the danger is invisible from the plateau. The descent is nearly impossible to escape once entered, and waiting for certainty before acting is itself the most dangerous decision a leader can make. So that's a brief description of the AI disruption curve. The main point I want you to take away from this video is that when you're at the top of the curve, the forces at work pushing you onto the wrong side of the AI disruption curve are invisible. Most businesses and most industries don't realize that they've crossed an inflection point and they're beginning their steep descent until it's too late. And it's often quite difficult to pivot fast enough not to sustain serious damage to your company. I know I found myself on the wrong side of the AI disruption curve in my business in late 2024, and I spent an uncomfortable 6 months battling out of that situation. It was closer to a full 12 months before I really got traction and started feeling the new momentum of being on the right side of the curve, where AI disruption is now pushing me forward and actually benefiting my business. In advising and consulting with small and mid-sized businesses on AI implementation for the past couple of years, both done for you and done with you formats, I've met plenty of founders who said, I wish I would have started my AI implementation a lot sooner. I've yet to meet a founder who said, I could have waited longer to start getting serious about AI implementation. Let me know if you do meet one. That brings us to the end of this short video. In the next video, I'll explain the three forces that cause the turbulence of the AI disruption curve and how to recognize these forces in your own business and your own industry, and how to pivot quickly to get out from underneath their undertow.